Hi friends, welcome back to Rouse Rising. There's lots of background noise. We are packing for a trip. We're going out of town. The fan is on, the dryer is on. There's a lot going on. Kids are getting ready for bed. So we just got home from mountain biking practice and doing an emergency foods grocery haul. I just wanted to stock up on a few random things. We've got long-term food stores, so we're secure there. But I wanted to get some things that I knew we were definitely out of and that we're running low on. And I saw posts about people buying everything at Costco and just freaking out and buying everything. Thankfully, I feel like we're pretty secure and set as far as food goes. But like I said, there's a few things that I grabbed on this grocery haul because I was running in there to grab bread and lunch meat to make sandwiches for our trip. I pre-make the sandwiches and throw them in a cooler. We have a long drive, so we'll be able to just reach in the cooler and grab out sandwiches as needed. But we're running low on luxury items like chocolate for baking and a few baking things and a few random snacks. Things like butter are crucial if there is some kind of supply chain hiccup. Making sure we have plenty of different varieties of fats and seasonings and seasoning blends so that we can make some of our bland foods that we have stored in our long-term food stores, beans, rice, things like that, so that we can make interesting meals, delicious tasting meals, easy on the fly during times of food shortages, should they happen. So there are definitely things that I was running low on or out of because I have just been coasting the last year, cycling through some of our food stores, and there's just a few things that I was like, oh, you know what, we could definitely stock up on that. So that's what I grabbed. I would encourage you not to panic buy, but I would encourage you for the years to come to steadily stock your pantry and your food stores so that you're not caught up a creek without a paddle. And if you check on my playlist, I have a whole playlist about pantry stocking, about emergency food stores, about how to build your pantry on a budget and all of that there. So we've got our pantry built and we just fill in the gaps every time I grocery shop. That's how it works here. I'm a mom of 5. This is a family of 7. My name is Katie, if I didn't tell you before. If you are new here, click the subscribe button, hang out with me, and see how I feed this large family of mine on the go. We are a sports family, and when I say sports, we do golf, we do mountain biking, so we are busy spring through fall, and we're still in a very busy season right now. So let me share with you what my grocery haul is, some of the things I'm stocking up on, and there's a big bag of paper towels that we picked up as well. It's out in the garage. It didn't make it in here. And there's also some drinks as well. And then I bought some medications, the just in case medications, things that you might want to have on hand, if not for yourself, for your neighbor. We also have our herbs and our medicinal remedies that I'm able to tap into. I can make our own homemade medicines here in my house with my apothecary, but it's nice to have some medications that are, commercial medications. It's nice to have those on hand in a pinch. So I picked up some of that stuff too. Not that we need it now, but in case we need it, especially over the long winter months, I wanted to make sure we had some of those things in stock. So make sure that you have things like first aid, medications, a way to filter water or a way to access water or a water supply. Make sure that you have some long-term protein sources, beans. Make sure you have some grains, whether it's wheat berries, oatmeals, different things like that, barley, rye, whatever. Get some of that stuff in your emergency food stores. And I'm going to share with you right now what I found today. I saved $54 at the grocery store shopping today, and I got some stuff. I got some things for convenience, and I got some things for emergency food stores. So let's check it out. My goal was to only fill 1 cart, and I could have filled 3 carts, but this is what we got to fill 1 cart. So these are on sale right now at your Kroger or at your Fred Meyer's. I shopped at Fred Meyer's, and this was originally $30 for 6 pounds of pre-made 100% beef burgers, and this is the 80-20, and I made a mistake and I thought I grabbed 2 80-20s. I think I put the one that was in my hand back I meant to put this one back. I didn't. So anyways, they were $10.88 for 6 pounds of quarter pounder burgers. We've got 24 burgers in a pack. So we can make 7 of these at a time and pop those in the oven and cook them on broil, get those cooked just like we would on a grill. And for $10, you cannot beat that. So they had a bunch of those on sale, and I'm kicking myself. I should have bought more, but I wanted to leave some for other people. All right, right here we've got organic grade A salted butter. It was the same price as the Tillamook non-organic, same amount, same price per ounce. So I went ahead and stocked up and got 5 of those, and we're heading into baking season, so we'll be baking quite a bit. I also got the unsalted butter from Vital Farms. This was on sale as well, same price as the regular Kroger brand unsalted butter. So I picked up only 5 of those as well. Probably should have grabbed a whole lot more butter, but as I said, we're headed out of town, and I didn't this time. This is gonna get us through for a while. I also have butter in the freezer, and I have pig fat and beef fat to render down to lard and tallow. So got those things in the freezer also. This is a family size Mexican style blend shredded cheese. Just makes life easy right now. I got 16 cups of cheese. So one of these is going to go in the freezer for our food stores, long-term food stores. I can also, my plan is to eventually try to freeze dry some shredded cheese. So I want to get a back stock of that. I heard you can freeze dry this type of cheese, but we'll have to see. These are breaded chicken breast tenders, gluten-free. I've been looking at the price per ounce when I buy things, and these were less expensive than some other quick and easy chicken breast tender strips that they had. So I went ahead and grabbed 2 bags of those, and those are for like nights like tonight when we already had dinner. We had taco bowls. You'll see that in a different meal prep vlog, but we had beef taco bowls with rice, and those were really good. But sometimes when we come home late like this, the kids are really hungry, especially if they're with me all evening, and we'll throw some protein in the air fryer real quick. All right, back here, we picked up this pancake waffle mix. This is it said it was a local item, Snoqualmie Falls Lodge. So I just went ahead and grabbed this bag. It was $8 for a 5-pound bag of pancake and waffle mix. And I don't typically buy a lot of pancake and waffle mixes because we do mill our own flour, and I make a lot of things like this from scratch. But this is like a convenience item. We can just whip that up real quick. I don't have to grab out all the baking soda and baking powder and 50 million other things to go into it. So this is something that's quick and easy that Aaron, the kids, can also whip up and make some waffles or whatever if mom's not around or down and out, can't make breakfast. We also picked up some maple syrup because we're fresh out, and then when we go to Costco, we will big time stock up because it has the best price on maple syrup. We grabbed 5 of these because they ended up being on super sale if you grabbed 5. So we grabbed 5, and we're going to use these in some energy ball bite things. And it's good to have chocolate in your emergency food stores because, you know, a little bit of sugar will perk up the mood and make everybody happy. So got those, as well as these M&M's minis. These are things that you will have to cycle through because chocolate doesn't last long term very well, but you can do things like vacuum pack it, and that will help preserve it for a longer amount of time. But we'll probably use these up in the next, 6 months for sure, because I am running low on chocolate in my pantry food stores. All right, back here, it's all crinkled and wrinkled up, but we needed to get some olive oil. I use that in my bread baking. I am all out of the pure liquid coconut oil. I use that in some brownies that we recently made. Just grabbed a little thing of honey, and I may take that with us on the trip. That might be my travel honey. I get big jugs of it from Azure, but it's nice to have a little squirt container every once in a while to go. And then we also got some unrefined virgin coconut oil because I have not put in an Azure Standard this month, and then last month it was super small. I just haven't done it. So I need to do it because I get the huge things of coconut oil from there, but this is going to get me through for a little while anyways. We grabbed 3 of these original taco seasoning. Yes, I can make my own, but these were on sale, so I grabbed 3 of those. And then this is the original chili. I have a bunch of chili seasoning packets, and then tonight I actually made taco seasoning from scratch with all my seasonings in my cabinet, but this is nice and easy too for a busy mom like me. And this is going to go in my long-term food stores. And then they only had one of these, and I was like, oh, interesting. For emergency food stores to, you know, if things get really tight, you can make a brown gravy and put it over pasta. You can make a brown gravy and put it over rice. So mix it with a little bit of meat, stretch it, make it go far. You can also make gravy from scratch with your beef drippings and all that kind of stuff. But in a pinch, if you don't have access to beef or any meat for that matter, and you just want something savory, that is a good alternative. So if you can get powders like this for emergency food stores, long-term food stores, that's an excellent thing to do as well. All right, just got some red raspberry jam, some seedless. We're gonna make almond butter, red raspberry jam, butter sandwiches for tomorrow for travel. We're also gonna do turkey and cheese sandwiches for the travel day. Riker wanted to try a star fruit, so in the morning for breakfast, we will do a star fruit. It is nearly 10 o'clock at night, and I'm stuttering my words. It has been a long day getting ready for everything going on. Almond butter, fresh ground almond butter that we just did. Some medium roast coffee. Now that Aaron doesn't drink coffee, he preferred like the dark roast French roast. I like a medium roast, so I got 2 of these medium roast coffees as well as backyard barbecue chips. Let's keep moving along. We've got some American cheese to make our turkey and cheese sandwiches. We also have some turkey down here. And then 2 bags of egg noodles. I have lots of pasta, but I don't have any wide egg noodles. And these are great when I make broth. When I have extra chicken broth and stuff like that, I can just cook some noodles in it and serve that up to the kids. Quick and easy, inexpensive, frugal snack or meal. Of course, typically I add a whole bunch of other stuff to it, but in a pinch, you could just do butter and noodles, or butter and garlic powder and noodles, or whatever. But I also have this basil pesto. Last week I bought some Alfredo for the pantry, and I also got some basil pesto just to switch things up in the emergency food stores. I cycle through these things, but it's not something that I buy on the regular. But I try to keep interesting foods in stock, because the same things over and over and over again in a long drawn out, let's say the shelves go bare and we can't get interesting foods. Things like this switch up simple meals every once in a while. We grabbed some green split peas because I was talking to Riker about split pea soup and it sounded really good. Ooh, I forgot to get onions and some other things. I meant to grab a big bag of onions and potatoes, but I didn't this trip. We will when we get back in town. That will be something that we grab. These are for the car ride. I always grab some gum for the kids and for us to chomp on when we start going stir crazy on those really long car rides. This is active dry yeast. This is going to go in the freezer because I have 2 to use up that are recently expired, but I've got to work through those. Some pure baking soda, always need that kind of stuff. Pure baking powder, always need a back stock of that. I got 10 of these 3-packs, so I got 30 packs of Rapid Rise instant yeast. This would do maybe 3 months of bread machine bread with my fresh milled wheat. I grabbed 3 boxes of these chewy granola bars, and Riker picked out these chocolate protein builder bars and these chocolate mint protein builder bars. That's what he wanted. That's what happens when I grocery shop with my kids. They pick out things like this too. The organic shells and white cheddar cheese. I buy macaroni in bulk from Azure, and I make a roux at home with cheese and all this stuff, you know. But we have these for times when mom's not going to make whatever, and the kids can cook those up quick and easy. We also grab these variety snack packs. Those are just things that we can throw back to the kids in the car. And Riker wanted to try these juice corn flakes. They're sweetened with juice. And then we also got some Frosted Flakes cereal. And then 2 of these Naked Organic Minimalist Wheats. That's what I'm going to make sandwiches with tonight. I did not make bread today, but we have bread for tomorrow morning. We are going to be making French toast with all of my leftover bread ends. And then right here we've got the raspberry blueberry fruit blend strips. And I think that's everything from here. Down here on the floor, we've got the soft ultra toilet paper, 2 packs of these 300, so 600 paper plates. You know, should power go out and our well goes out and we don't have water to wash dishes. Tall kitchen bags. And then back over here, got some ibuprofen. We've got some children's cough syrup. I use Mullen for cough syrup and mucus relief and cough and cold stuff, but having this as backup, and then maybe if a neighbor or something needs something like that, then we've got it on hand for an emergency situation. But this is just to comfort, you know, in a pinch. Those things work really well. Okay, my total was $5.90, $5.23, and then I saved $50 something. And also, what else was I gonna say? Oh, I had 3 things of bubbly sparkling water out in the garage, also along with the paper towels. Those items were out in the garage, and so they were not accounted for here. All right, thanks so much for joining me. I'm gonna get out here and get these snacks packed in the van and start making sandwiches and get things ready because we're leaving bright and early in the morning. It's now 10:30 and I still have about an hour or so of prep before I go to bed. Thanks so much for hanging out with me, and I will see you in the next video.